just seems like he's on the verge.
And I think he looked very good earlier in the season when they put him with Corey Perry.
Yeah, I would agree. That one's going to be kicked in on the rebound. I don't know if that's going to stand as Horkoff was digging, and I think it looked like it clearly went off his shin guard and in the net. It was just a little wrister from the point from Lindholm.
It was Horkoff that was driving the middle of the net, and the puck deflects off a dude that comes out. I don't think that one's going to stand. That looks to me to be a distinct kicking motion.
After further review, there's a distinct kicking motion.
So the routine's a little different, if you will, on this Saturday here in Minnesota. Nino Niederreiter, goals in each of the last 2 games, gets it to Zucker, and his long wrist shot is cradled by Anderson, and as it falls out of his equipment, he'll cover up. Nick able to stop the wrap around him behind the net, then he's upended with a little help from Kessler. Fans want a penalty call that they don't get. Sakach trying to keep it in, couldn't get his stick free, and here comes Parise on left wing, handled by Anderson to the corner, and the rebound comes right back to the leading scorer for the Wild. It's Maroon, Raquel, and Perry together to begin the game on this line for the Ducks. Spurgeon jumps into the play and now drops it off. Parise to the net, off of Anderson's stick, and checked into the net behind him, knocking it.
18 heading into tonight's game. That's the 4th highest ranked power play in the league.
Suter walks the line off the face-off. His wrist shot bounces through off a deflection, and Anderson deep in his net, able to steer it aside. Hanlon to the side of the net, the pass across, handcuff Parise. Out of the box, Botten and the Ducks full strength from the dot. Granlund makes another pass. Sprawling save by Anderson. Oh boy! Silverberg dives into the crease.
It's going to be a penalty shot.
I think so.
Yeah, Silverberg covers that puck with his hand. Another little conference down low. No indication has been made. Usually you go right away. That, you know what, John? That should be a penalty shot. His fingers are on top of the puck. It's not completely covered, but you're supposed to push it. In other words,
front trying to get it to Raquel, and it glanced behind him off a deflection, and Coyle speeds up the left wing. Charlie Coyle pulls it in, only to have the shot blocked. Back to the point, Suter, wrist shot gloved off by Frederik Andersen. Lindholm, who leads the Ducks in ice time in the early going this year with a strike for Getzlaf at the stripe, comes in on the backhand, big save, rebound there for Bieksa, as well as Hagelin, and the defense came to the rescue. Getzlaf gets it again, and another save by Dubnyk. Lodge the puck and clear the zone. Comes back in. And now Koivu starts out through the middle and on left wing for Zucker. Zucker drops it off Niederreiter's bid, stick to the high glass by Frederik Andersen. Andersen, who comes out to make another save on Zucker. Boy, Zucker just stripped Sammy Vatanen. Hasn't played the last 2 games for Anaheim. His last outing was a 3-0 loss at Honda Center to Colorado 8 days ago. Again, the Wild win a puck down low, and they score.
That's Dumba. And boy, does he get something on this backhand. Good pressure
down low.
Good pressure from the Wild, and that was the cue for Matt Dumba to jump up into the attack. This first of the season is a thing of beauty. Anaheim had turned the puck over a couple of times on this shift. Boy, he gets an awful lot. That reminded me of the Max Domi backhand goal that was scored against the Ducks earlier this season. He creates a little bit of leverage, leans into that one, and just hoists it.
Backhand dump in by Hagelin, didn't have a whole lot on it. Now the Wild the other way. Vanek on his off wing. His pass goes off a skate, comes right back into the middle of the ice. Big rebound for Dumba, and it's off an Anaheim stick and out of play.
It's Anderson. It's Anderson's stick. Only thing that prevents Matt Dumba from scoring his second. He's got a wide open net. The only thing in that 4x6 is the goal stick of Frederik Andersen. Just gets a little touch on that puck. Just a great second effort
by the Wild, and they break out right up the middle. Charlie Coyle in the waning seconds of the period trying to get one off. Blocked by Fowler, followed up and ripped off the blocker of Anderson by Spurgeon, who realized there was only a couple of seconds left. Second power play of the game as it's a slash on Getzlaf. And both power plays have belonged to the Minnesota Wild. Bieksa chases to the corner. The Wild had just one shot on goal on their first power play chance. Parise turned away by Anderson. Getzlaf got a stick on it. Raquel battles it loose. Just swatted away by Getzlaf, who had it on his stick for a split second. Lindholm throws it to the net off a skate, and Raquel doesn't get a lot on it. Dubnyk has it in the glove.
Find a way to deflect that puck out of harm's way. You look up, you sense that there's traffic coming in your direction.
Charlie Coyle throws it to the net, and Anderson takes it off his pad and covers up. He won that one cleanly, and now the Ducks able to get into the Minnesota zone. Kessler trying to step from below the goal line, and he's met by two red sweaters. It was blocked, but Stoner kept it in. Off the wing, and with the screen in front, trying to get the tip. Kessler got it back to Sakat. Rescued at the line. Spurgeon over to Zucker. Nice pass to Scandella, and he misses on the short side. Lindholm may have gotten a piece. Zucker goes behind the back. Spurgeon moves it over, bouncing on Scandella. Shovels it to the net. It's right there, and Vanek trying to get the rebound past Anderson, who denied it.
Hampa's probably a better skater than Dumba. Dumba probably has a better shot than Hampa's Lindholm has.
Wild work in the Anaheim zone as we approach the halfway mark of the hockey game. Wrist shot from the line does not.
One of those guys that you really feared the shot of him, of his, above everything else, but now he seems to. Oh boy!
Up the middle. Oh, Anderson gets back to make the save on Scandella.
And they burn about a minute off the clock on that last sequence.
Suter got inside on Cogliano, who fell down, and now Zucker throws it to the net. Redirected. Great save off the stick of Niederreiter by Anderson. Niederreiter reverses away. Vanek below the goal line. Brings it out. The penalty to Maroon is over. He's out of the box as Vanek scores!
Well, there's that shot that I was talking about with Thomas Vanek. His fourth of the season. There's not much going on here. Anaheim's done a great job of defending. Vanek's almost at the boards, but it's the screen in front. This shot is going to go just over the stick of Cam Fowler. Perhaps, oh, it's a redirect. That looked to me like Niederreiter.
Down low, Raquel had his stick caught up in Pominville, who tried to make it look good as he went down. No call there.
He also upended Frederik Andersen on the play.
Puck comes right to the side of the Anaheim goal. Pominville comes in and pouncing out on it. Pretty offensive defenseman has fit in very nicely with the Wild here. Hagelin keeps the puck in the zone, gets it to the net, save Dubnyk, and the rebound. Again to Perry again from behind the net. It was he who set up Stoner. Leaves it off for Getzlaf. Now Stoner joins the cycle as Getzlaf brings it out high, drops it off for Vatanen. His shot gloved by Dubnyk. Rescues a puck high in the zone, gets it across for Getzlaf. To the dot, tried to make a pass to Maroon down low. That was read by Brodin. Up the boards, Koivu was wiped out by Perry, and Fowler gets it to the net. Dubnyk hangs on. It's center red and feathers it to the corner. Dubnyk forced to stay put. Hard around though, the Wild clear, and here comes Fontaine shorthanded with Carter. Over to Carter, score!
Well, this starts on the dump in on the power play, and not enough speed away from the puck, so they can't pressure Spurgeon. See all three Ducks deep. Rickard Rakell was also caught on the play, so it's a 2-on-1 break, and Carter makes no mistake. Boy, that's a great shot.
Sure was. Perfect.
And a nice little pass from Justin Fontaine to Ryan Carter.
Now to the line, Holzer fumbled it for a moment, got it towards the net, but that's easily off the skate of Scandella. Excuse me, it was Koivu didn't clear. Here's Sakat in the high slot, and he hands it off to Kessler at the top of the circle for a glove save by Dubnyk, having played 14 minutes through the first two periods. Ducks need some instant offense. They trail 3-0 in Minnesota. Vanek got it to the front of the net. Anderson fights it off as he ends up back in his goal. Mike Santorelli opens a little space with a couple of moves, loses an edge. Raquel from a bad angle, and Dubnyk held the post. Back to center. Fontaine gets the red line and just feathers it in. Minnesota with the score 3-0, content to just dump pucks in. And the Ducks with speed the other way. Lindholm fell down and then tips it on net. as Hagelin tried to give it back to him. But Suter intercepts between the circles. Off the boards, out center ice, and that seems to be enough for the Wild right now. Sakoch brings it into the middle blocker, save Dubnyk.
So I like that. It's
Big hit on Dumba by Kessler.
listening to the coaches talk about in practice yesterday with their players.
Whipped on net from the point by Vatanen.
Again, the exit this time all the way down to the hash mark along the boards.
Perry got it to Bieksa, a big save by Dubnyk, then redirected by Bieksa just wide. Perry at the side of the goal trying to put it in. Hagelin trying to bank it off of Dubnyk. Still loose on the back of the net.
Doing a masterful job of working on it here. Good passes like that, those little 20-foot passes.
Parise finds Fontaine coming late. That shot makes its way to Anderson. Member of that Cup team. Now a veteran influence here in his home state. What a save by Anderson as he robs Vanek and broke his stick. Getzlaf up with it on the far side, and the Wild look up and they will just let him skate it out. Dubnyk has the shutout, a 15-save performance.